Okay, so to get a quick, we're not doing a full rebuild here, we're just trying to, if there's anything that needs unplugging, jets etc, just going to have a quick look inside. It's more just to see if there's anything gummed up. These screws can be very tight. We're just taking off the bowl. And there we go. There's a little bit of stuff right in the very bottom. Okay, so in here we have, if I can make it stay, the jets. We will pop them out in a minute just to have a quick look. We have the fuel intake needle, the fuel filler needle, which is moving, so that's good. There was fuel in the bowl when we disassembled it, so I would say that's okay and not blocked. We will just check these two in here, squirt a bit through here, squirt a bit of cleaning inside of here, just to make sure that there's nothing in here too bad, and then that will probably do us, because it's not dirty, it could just be a bit of jelly. So we shall get to removing the jets. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to remove, there we go, that one, and will that one fit? Yes. Okay, and then just pop the end off of that one. There we go. It's actually remarkably clear. This one, however, is a little bit gunky. We have clear holes. So pop that back in there. Just screw that up. These don't need to be super tight, just snugged. Well, that would be a 7. Okay, let's just have a quick look down in here. Yep, all clear, tiny little bit of muck on it. Probably not the best stuff to clean this out with, but it will do. Okay. Should really have carb cleaner, but I ran out, so we shall just use what we have, which is Easy Start. Just reassemble. Like so. Just check this one. There we go. We know that this is letting fuel through. So So what we'll do is just give that a bit of a clean out. There we go. Let's make sure that this is all working. Let's give the gasket a bit of a wipe down. I'm going to reuse this one because it actually looks in okay condition. Not too worried about it. If it does leak, then we can always replace it if necessary, but they tend to be okay. Okay, so a tip with these is to go backwards a little bit just to find the threads. Just nip it down, don't tighten it yet. And then, I say, just flush, not tight. And then just go in diagonal so it doesn't warp it on. And that'll do for what we want to do here today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to put back on is this fuel line. And the drain line, because that's going to be really awkward to get on afterwards. So we shall make sure we put that on first. Okay, now we should just slot this down so it sits down and in. You have to twist a little bit to get it in, and then straighten it up, push it in, and it will sit exactly where it should. Let's give it a bit of a wiggle to make sure it's tight. And then we shall snug that one down. There we go. And then we will put the air filter side. That is now back on. And snug that one down. Again, when doing this, they are Chinese clips. If you over tighten them, they will slip, but they also need to be tight enough to get the seal, otherwise you will end up losing, well, you'll gain air and lose your mixture. So next we shall slot on the clip. And then wiggle that around until you find the correct hole for the choke, because there is a needle in there. And then get one of our screws. I tend to start with the top one because it's slightly easier to see. Again, you want it just enough to get it started, but not any more than that, because the back end will then pop up and you won't be able to line up the next screw. There we go. A little bit on that side, a little bit in on this side. Move that around to where you need it. And then snug it down. Again, don't go mad, because you will strip the threads in the carburetor casting. Okay, so for the throttle cable, what we are going to do is take this, place it into the housing, wrap it round, making sure that you're in the groove, and then with the nut and the washer down, pull back and insert, and then pull up the washer and the nut, do the nut up so that you're into position. There we go. Wiggle around on the end of it a little bit and it'll help, just to get you in there snug. And then just again wind this one that way a little bit, and it's in. Then bring the boot up and give it a quick test. Yep, we're all good. Okay, so all we've really got to do now is reattach this hose. I would guess that is meant to be on there, but as it wasn't on there, it's not going to hurt for what we're doing. It wasn't on there before, so have a quick check around. Sorted.